Alright, let's go.
Can you check if it's looking at me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna talk about speech and debate and martial arts, or karate, which are two activities that predominated like my middle school to high school years that I took part in, extracurriculars. So starting off with speech and debate, I started speech and debate in like 7th grade, and basically how it works, I don't know if this is self-explanatory, but there's speech and there's debate, and then there's events correlating to speech and events correlating to debate.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. So couple of the main events I was involved in were for debate, Lincoln Douglas, which is basically like you're given a topic, and then it's a one-on-one debate. So one side takes the affirmative on the issue, and the other side takes the
opposing side.
the negative. Yeah, the opposing side. So like if we were talking about donkey votes or like compulsory voting, like in the U.S., then like one side would be like, I believe in this, another side would be like, I don't. And basically how it works is you would collect articles online or find research points that are articles that back up your point.
Okay.
And then you would like cite those articles in your like while you're speaking, and then mix that in with your own opinions.
Okay.
Like your own viewpoints, and like you have to try to, and there'll be a judge. There'd be a judge. They'd be judging the event, and your goal is to try to convince them of show them that your side is right, or that you've argued the point of the debate better than the other side. So yeah, that was Lincoln Douglas. For on the speech side of things, the events I competed in were original oratory and impromptu speaking. So basically, original oratory, you would choose like a quote, like I think my quote, or one of the ones that I remember doing was like, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And then you take a quote, like you take a broad quote or a quote, and you like tie it into something like broad. So like something like you try to encompass it into like something meaningful, like so like a problem that's going on. So like I talked about homelessness in one of my using that quote. I talked about homelessness. I talked about how it was like an epidemic in our nation, and how people like aren't doing enough right now to like step up and like tackle the issue. And I also talked about how like if everyone like helped out a little bit,
it'd be a lot better.
It would be it would be way better session. But like the point of that event is also like your speaking skills, like how persuasive you are, like getting your message across, and you're like judged on how effective you are. So so I did that from 6th through 12th, 6th through 11th grade. I did speech and debate. So in 9th and 10th grade, we actually had a speech and debate class. Like it was a class like at our school, because I went to private school in 9th and 10th grade. So speech and debate was like, they had one of the really good programs in California. So cool. We took off in 9th grade, and 10th grade we won the state championship in 10th grade.
Nice.
In Cali, which was cool. Yeah, I got to compete at states, and I think something speech and debate like helped me with is just like meeting people from like all over the world. Basically, like they'd have these competitions, and people from like different states. A lot of people from Texas for whatever reason.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Would come to like one meeting point and like compete. In middle school, like 8th grade, I got to go to nationals. Wow. Which were in Birmingham, Alabama.
That's very far.
I didn't like Birmingham, Alabama. Like that place is horrible. Like in terms of this, like that place, but like meeting all those people, it was crazy. Like I enjoyed that aspect of it, and then the actually how I did, I was really bad to start like in middle school. Like I just I didn't want to do it to start. Like my parents, like because I would just like in 7th grade, 6th grade, I didn't do anything like on the side too
Yeah.
much. I would just like play like go hoop with my friends and like sit at home playing 2K, watching sports and or whatever. So they're like they wanted me to like take something up, so they my parents signed me up, and then like I think it was a process like 7th, 8th grade. Like I really didn't like it. I did it for them mainly, but then in high school, like the shift happened where I was like, oh shit, I like it. It's low key. Like, and then like stuck through with it. In 11th grade, I switched high schools to a public high school, and the program, like, basically I went from the penthouse to the doghouse in terms of programs. Like, they didn't take it seriously at all. There was barely a program, and there wasn't enough fundraising to keep it going. So I tried it in 11th grade, but it was just, like, we couldn't even go to competition, so I just stopped.
Yeah, so you definitely didn't make it to states or nationals.
Yeah, no, not my last 2 years. And then, so that was one activity, and then martial arts, karate, I started that in 5th grade, so I guess I was doing an activity. Also really disliked that, like, mainly because, basically, the instructors are really strict, like, it didn't matter, like, obviously they're gonna be strict, but, like, at that age, it's, like, different, like, you're a 9 or 10-year-old, and this dude is, like, yelling at you to, like get in your starting position, get in forms, like training you, and I'm like, shit, I just want to go
I don't even
home
want to be here,
yeah, god damn. And then like but that was like I was so bad at that, like extremely bad. Like I had like noodle arms, noodle legs. Basically how it worked was like there's belt advancement tests.
Yeah.
You start at white belt and it goes like all the way to black belt.
Yeah.
That's pretty self-explanatory, but you'd have to memorize forms. So like a form would basically be like a bunch of movements in a row, like just a bunch of movements. Like, it'll go on for 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like practice that, drill it in your head. So I remember one time I had like the first few belts, like they're really like they're lenient.
It's pretty
and stuff.
simple. Yeah.
And it's simple. Yeah, it's really like just like not even that long. But then like I remember like brown belt or something, which is like somewhere in the middle. Like I just had forgotten everything like before that, so I had to go online the night before, and like I was staying up in my room like 11-year-old me like doing like a bunch of moves, and like that was crazy. But basically another part of the test was breaking boards. I did not.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
So like they hold like a board and you have to like kick it in different kicks. Like they teach you different kicks. So it's like jump front kick, jump side kick, jump back kick, and then normal front side back. So like that was another component of the test, and I remember I didn't break one board ever until my black belt test. Until I had to, absolutely had to. So on my black belt test was in 9th grade. The rules to passing were you had to do like 10 or 12 forms. You had to like break a brick, like a big ass
like an actual brick.
A brick, using this part of your hand. Bam! You had to break a brick.
Oh my god, that's like a movie.
Yeah, you had like, but they gave you like tries on that because they understood like
it's a brick.
These dudes need tries. Like they're not just gonna like get it. You know what I'm saying? But the boards, there were 8 boards. You had to do like every kick, one board per kick, 1 try per board. You had to break 6 out of 8 boards to pass.
Wow.
And I had never broken a board before that, so I was like, damn, I'm about to get shafted. But, like, somehow, Clutch Me just stepped up. Bam! Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan in that, bro. Just, like, I broke the boards, stepped up, came through. Hella proud of myself. Oh, my God. I was happy. And then, once I got the black belt, it was like, yeah, I did this for something. I was like...
That's really cool.
I felt like everything finally... came together, paid off, so I was like,
yeah, especially because you're doing it for a long time. That's really cool. You made it to a black belt. I was gonna ask you like what was like the highest belt you made, but
so yeah, there's like
Black's
10
pretty
degrees. After I got my first degree black belt, school took over. I was like, all right, one and done. Got my black belt.
There's degrees of black belt.
Yeah, so
Oh, I
it's
never
like
knew that.
yeah, first through 10th degree black belts. At least so that's my timer. At least for where I
never
did
knew
it.
that.
So yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But for states for speech and debate, did you go there for like either one or was it kind of both? Because you said you won states.
Okay, yeah. So in middle school, no, basically you qualify for certain events.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so middle school is nationals actually.
Oh, right.
Our school didn't qualify for, even our private school didn't qualify for nationals in high school, but we won state. Like I don't know if that really makes sense. You
No, it
can
makes
win.
sense.
You can win state, but not qualify for nationals because to qualify for nationals, you need people like individually to win their events.
Oh, okay.
But like at state, like a state competition is a team competition. So say
Oh, right.
six
Okay.
people get second and third place, and then on another school, one dude wins first, but like 8 people don't even make it to the final round.
Then that
we
one
still
person.
win.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We
okay.
win states, but he gets to go to nationals.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Dope.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try not to talk because I didn't want to